Hello guys, so now that I have claimed Lucy, I think it's right to evolve her. Fair warning though, before I dive deeper into the showcase, that Lucy is actually, I would say, broken right now, okay? Now, I do believe that she is going to get fixed eventually, but right now as she currently is, she is, the best way to describe her would be broken. Not in a good way, like literally she doesn't really work. She doesn't do the things that she should be doing, in my opinion. And yeah, she just doesn't really work. So but it doesn't, honestly, that doesn't really matter that much, because she's still pretty overpowered, even though you know, obviously she isn't going to be doing her full set, because again, she's not working as intended right now. We're gonna evolve her right here, and we're gonna get loose hacker. And by the way, one thing that you guys should know right here, the reason that this unit is actually super overpowered doesn't lie in her damage stat, but more in her passive, right? So her passive, okay, what is this? Apply. But in her passive, so let's actually go take a look at our passive right here. So this one right here is basically the one that's very important. The second one is only for Dave. This one really here doesn't really matter, so just ignore this, because just trust me, it doesn't really matter. This one right here is what matters the most. Inflict nullify for 10 seconds on enemies. This unit attacks, nullify removes all resistances, beneficial modifiers, and any internal mechanic from enemies. Now that's pretty insane, because that's crazy, but how does it actually work though? That's the question. How does it actually work? So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Alright, so where we're going to be testing her is going to be, I want to do it in tournaments, okay? And the only reason why I want to do it in tournaments is because the enemies here are actually pretty hard, in my opinion. So that's where we're going to be testing her out. Now we're just going to start right here, and again, obviously we're not going to be going all in on tournaments. We're not going to try to get, you know, high placement here. We're just going to try and show her moveset, and also now would be the perfect time to actually talk about her moveset and what she essentially does. Now, okay, alright, so essentially this one right here should remove enemy resistance. Example, 50% resistance to curse should be reduced to 0 for 30 seconds. So how this works and why it's called, or why it's being described as 30 seconds, is because this was originally made for Medea. Medea has this ability that inflicts nullifiers on enemies, and it lasts for 30 seconds. And that's one of the reasons why Medea is actually a pretty decent support. And Lucy has this as well, except she has it as a passive. So she has nullify as a passive, and obviously if you have 3 Lucy on the field, you can, you know, infinitely stack this on top of each other. Not really infinitely stack it, but you know, enough to where you can do it consecutively. And these two right here at the top are the ones that are working. Enemy resistance, example, 50% resistance to curse should be reduced to 0 for 30 seconds. Reducing resistance to curse to 0 for the duration of nullify is absolutely insane. Just that alone is crazy, right? Should also remove internal damage resistance. Overshield HP would effectively become the same as default red HP. So overshield HP in enemy Vanguards is basically the yellow thing that you see in enemies. That's basically the yellow things that you see in enemies. That's essentially what they are. That two abilities, the first two abilities right there, already broken. The last two are even more insane. If an enemy has regeneration or ability to split into more enemies, like thrice or regen, it should remove that for the duration of nullify. However, this is currently broken. Once it actually starts working, this unit will be absolutely broken. Like, she will be in the meta for a long time. Now, the thing about it is nullify doesn't really apply all that much. Like, there are times where, you know, it doesn't apply. I think there is a cooldown to nullify, because I can't get it to apply infinitely even if I have all of them placed. So it doesn't apply all the time. But still, even if that's the case, it's still broken. Like, these 3 abilities right here alone is already pretty broken. But the last one, if an enemy would normally do an attack like bosses, it does not do that attack for the duration of nullify from getting hit by nullify. And that is absolutely broken. Combine all 4 of these, and once it actually gets fixed and once it actually starts working, you would have the most insane support unit in the entire game. I'm super hyped to talk about Lucy, because once she does get fixed, because I do believe she will get fixed. They were basically talking about how if it's not working, then that means it's not working and it should be getting fixed. Probably not right now, maybe soon it's gonna get fixed. But once it does get fixed, guys, it will be absolutely broken. But I think I can still show you some of what she is capable of essentially in tournaments, because being able to remove overshield HP, that alone, in my opinion, is enough to put her into meta support, because the overshield HP is essentially the yellow HP that you see in enemies. Now, she doesn't really quote-unquote like remove it, but she more so helps melt the overshield HP or the yellow HP of enemies. Now, my highest score here is 4,487. I did that without having a great team. I honestly think that I could really get to top 1 here if I really tried, but we aren't gonna try it because we're not about that. Alright, so we're gonna, okay, it's very hard to apply and show this because they're getting one-shotted. But we're gonna apply a Lucy right here, and you can see right there the yellow thingy that applies. Okay, so as you guys can see right there, they were both destroyed in one single hit, even though that guy had the yellow HP. Usually that would not happen, because having that yellow shield HP means you have to go break that first before being able to actually deal damage to the enemy. So again, Nullify is applying to them right here. That's pretty crazy. Once we place our other units right here, will be crazy. So again, this is not really for tournament run. This is just a test to show you. And tournaments have pretty decent HP scaling. As I just right there, it's not removing regen. It should be removing regen based off of the description that I had. And again, that came from the developers themselves. So not the developers, but the developers technically. So as you guys can see right there, the yellow HP is being melted like very easily. I don't know if it's because of the damage of Gogeta and Monarch, you know, and Gojo with Monarch as well. But later on, once they start having like millions of HP plus that shield, it doesn't matter because it's still getting melted, which is absolutely insane. So right now, again, it doesn't really work with regen. The enemies are still able to regenerate, but once it actually starts working to disable regen, she will be the single most broken unit in this entire game. I'm not even joking. Like, she would be so broken. And her damage stat is honestly not that bad either. She's a storm unit, so that means she will have pretty good uses because there's not that many storm units. So she's absolutely insane. I just realized that right now. Yeah, her current limitation right now, or the current problem with her right now, is that she is currently, well, not working as intended. But once she does, again, she will be broken. So right here, as you guys can see, yellow HP right there getting decimated. Yeah, the yellow HP, if you saw it right there, was basically getting removed at the same time but the red HP was. Boom. Okay, she actually is full AoE as well. Wow. This unit is crazy. So she actually turns into a full AoE unit as well, applying this to basically every unit, every enemy in the entire map. So again, she currently doesn't work, you know, obviously as intended, but once she does work as intended, this will be absolutely diabolical based off how good the description is for her. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Now, I will be making another video update on her once she's officially quote-unquote fixed. But right now, we aren't really seeing her full potential yet. She's literally like at 50% capacity right now, and she's already very useful. We're gonna have to confirm this with the devs and maybe get it fixed because, yeah, this is pretty insane, honestly. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe because we are going to be doing a Battle Pass giveaway at 45,000 subscribers. So if you want to be part of that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.